So, how does a series that has spanned the course of 7 years, how's it gonna end? Well, we're about to find out, and we're about to start today. Hello guys and gals of the internet, it's the Chaos, joined by Time Many Games of YouTube and Twitch TV. Welcome to the beginning of the final season playthrough for The Walking Dead, and it's season 4. And it's finally, we're approaching the end. I have my theories. I've explained them a few times, but just to reiterate quickly, I don't think Clementine is going to make it to the end credits. It's a theory. It's a guess. It's basically a guess out of the fact that I have spent almost the entire time with this series and with Telltale games in general, to know how this is going to end. Death is synonymous not only in this game, and not only in other Telltale games, but The Walking Dead in general. It's a whole thing in the concept of The Walking Dead. The TV show, the comics, the mangas. I don't think it has mangas. In the video game, it's been really pertinent. Back in Season 1, we lost one of the greatest protagonists to ever grace video games in Lee Everett. And I just feel, because of full circle reasons, I just fear she's not going to make it to the end of the game. But, like I said, it's okay, but just make sure she went out fighting. I'm about to find out for myself. Just a quick disclaimer. I watched the first 2 episodes from a playthrough from Vash at a time when the game was theoretically cancelled. We decided, you know what, it's not gonna come out to us. We're not gonna get to finish it. So let's watch the playthrough together. Let's have a Time Many Games. We watched the first 2 episodes. That, bearing in mind, I think that was about 2 years ago. And then the whole Definitive Edition happened. And this is the Definitive Edition, just to prove that to you on the screen. This is through the Definitive Edition of the game on Epic Games. So unfortunately we won't have any achievements. It has since been released on Steam since then. But I've already paid for the game. So, yeah. So, even though we have watched the first 2 episodes, we don't really remember it. So, we are theoretically going into this blind, but we might see something we remember, or something like that. But like I said, I don't really remember. That was 2 years ago, and that was at a time when we thought the game was never going to get finished because of Telltale's closure in 2018. Then I brainstormed, you know what, I'm going to bring these playthroughs back through Project PC. This playthrough will not be a part of that because we didn't start it at the time. And then the Definitive Edition was announced, and it was like, and then I think, no, after that, the last 2 episodes did come out when Skybound Entertainment joined up with the employees from Telltale Games that were laid off, I think it was, subject to all the controversy surrounding that. But Skybound picked them up. They joined together and they finished the series, which I think was the only and right thing to do, considering, like I said, this series spanned the course of about 7 years. So I think it was the right thing to do, and now I finally get to find out how it ended for myself. I have my theories, but I'm hoping Telltale will surprise me, but if they don't, let's just hope that Clementine went out fighting, just like I said at the end of the Season 3 playthrough. So, I guess import save means we're going to jump into... It's going to do what they did with Season 3. Import local save, that's what we're going to do. Because, yes, there you go. So, Walking Dead, A New Frontier, local import. It's funny that it mentions A New Frontier and not the entire season. Or not the entire series, I should say. So that's a bit unusual, but I'll tell you what, we'll do it. So import successful, you may be asked to confirm certain choices you have previously made. Oh, okay. So we're importing that, and then it's going to backdate, grab all we've done already, and then now we're going to go into a story recap, I suppose, and we're going to pick certain things that we pick. So even though they might not exactly line up, we can pick them and influence that. And that was the whole reason why I wanted to get this version of the game, and I explained this back in Season 1. I wanted to finish this right. You know, when I heard this was coming out, I was like, yes, I'm going to pick this up, I'm going to play through the series 1 through 3, put it on YouTube as part of Project PC, and then when we get to this game, we can actually have our story that recreated up to this point, because what I was initially planning to do was play the first 3 seasons on the Steam version, because I still owned them at the time, I think, and then I would have to go out of it, play Season 4 on Epic Games, because Epic Games had the rights to the game to release it exclusively on the Epic Games launcher, at least as a timed exclusive, because like I said, it's come out on Steam since that day, or that time. So I would have to play the first 3 seasons on Steam, go out of it, play Season 4 on the Epic Game Launcher, with all my choices probably not matching, but thanks to the definitive edition of the game, that has completely removed that, and now we get to actually move on from what we did. So I think without further ado, let's finally get into this. And straight in, instant loading. Joys of PC.
When Dad started walking, I was small and alone.
Yep.
Until a man named Lee became my protector.
God damn it. Not even started. Memory of Lee instantly. Oh no. Ah.
Lee protected other people too.
Yep.
But he couldn't save everyone.
Ah, right. So this was probably the first really pivotal choice in the game. It says click to continue, but it doesn't give me any choices. So I'm assuming what's going to happen is I'm going to click and it shows Carly being saved over Doug, which is what we did. So hopefully that works.
You can never save everyone.
Right, good. Yeah, so it has gone back and got the
Living
previous
were
seasons
just
as well,
as
so that's
dangerous
good.
as the dead. A woman in our group named Lily lost her dad, and then she just couldn't cope. She took the life that Lee saved.
Yeah, and if you remember the playthrough, we didn't forgive her, but we kind of let her come with us afterwards, because, like I said, if we didn't do that, that probably just made us as bad as she was. So, and you know, Lee was going through his whole redemption arc at the time, so it was one of those, like, on the road to redemption choices we made there.
Lee showed her kindness,
Yeah.
but she took advantage of it later.
Yep.
Lee taught me how to survive. He protected me as long as he could.
Yep.
But he got bit because of me.
It wasn't because of you, it
And
was
even
for
in the
you.
end,
I said it at the
I was
time.
still teaching.
Ah, so this is one of those choices that they mentioned about earlier. And we picked keep your hair short, didn't we? Yeah, we did.
Keep that hair short. Just not worth the risk.
Yep.
Lee wouldn't make it. He knew it was the end. He made one final request.
And we shot him. I didn't. I think I said this at the playthrough. I didn't the first time. I left. I couldn't do it. But it was the second playthrough. When I did the second playthrough, and after I watched the playthrough from the Girl from Oz, that really Lee had this dialogue. He didn't say it in my version, but he said it in one of the versions, especially the second one and the one from the Girl from Oz. He said, to Clementine, you can close your eyes and be thankful you never have to see me as one of them. And yeah, I think that just really made a lot of sense. As you know, Lee was a great teacher. You know, he could tell he was a teacher, and he was teaching her all the way. And that was probably the most grateful lesson he gave her. You know, she wouldn't have to remember him like that, because she grew to love him, more or less. Like her own
He
family.
asked me to shoot him. And I did.
Yeah.
I met another group after that.
Yeah.
Broken people, running from their past. There was a woman who gave birth to a boy named Alvin Jr.
Yeah.
AJ. He made it. But the mom didn't.
Yep.
And I started to take care of him.
Yep.
But then, Jane left AJ in the snow. We thought he was gone forever.
Oh, that
was
bitch.
the last straw for Kenny. And without Lee around, I had to make the call.
And yeah, we let Kenny stab that bitch. Because it's Jane.
I couldn't.
So,
And Kenny killed Jane.
could you really
Turned
blame
out
him?
AJ was alive.
Yeah.
Jane hid him to make a point.
Yeah, exactly.
Knowing what they'd done.
And we left for Kenny, didn't we? And then we stopped at Wellington and got split from there.
I still decided we were better for AJ's sake. But
Yep.
like everything else, it wouldn't last.
Yeah.
AJ and I traveled to a new frontier. I thought we'd found something that worked, but I was wrong again. They took AJ from me. Said I was too young to take care of him.
That wasn't really their choice to make, to be fair, was it? I said it at the time. You know, why would they be so insistent on keeping AJ when he could be a drain on their resources? It's like they had no reason to keep him.
I thought maybe they were right. I said my goodbyes. I regretted it later.
No, you're
I
just not
searched for a long time.
You're not a fighter in that sense,
Just
Clem.
when I gave up
It's not like you didn't fight for him.
I found him. We're searching together now for a place we can call home. I'm all AJ has. He's all I have. And I'll protect him with my life. Just like Lee did for me.
Coming full circle. Yes. Although, with my theories, that could be a bad thing. Ah, yes. People can have debates about that. Right, so it looks like it's just going to skim over that whole finding AJ. You know, it's not even going to tell us how she saved him or what. So there's the scar on her face from the gunshot wound. There's the nugget.
What you doing there, goofball?
I'm guessing he's maybe about 8 to 10 years old.
Pretending we got bullets.
Oh, don't. It's getting on my nerves.
Yeah, so it skimmed over a lot of time.
I don't like goofball.
I do.
I'm too big for it.
How about
I've
shitbird?
always called you goofball.
It's time for you to stop. It's Alvin Jr.
AJ still work?
Nothing wrong with a nickname,
AJ still
AJ.
works.
That's good. Nothing wrong with a nickname, though.
What's wrong? AJ?
Hungry.
So, I'm assuming AJ knows at this point what happened to his parents, right? I'm assuming he does.
Here, practice your reading.
But I don't wanna.
It'll take your mind off your stomach.
To be fair, he looks just like his dad. He looks just like Alvin.
Place cream.
There's no carver in this guy, this little guy.
Vanilla beans into a saucepan and bring to a boil.
On second thought, never mind.
Yeah,
That's only gonna make you hungrier. Here you go. About all we got.
What about you?
oh,
Go for it. We'll find something else soon.
Clem, I hate
I
to
believe you.
kind of break it to you, but your hair isn't looking so short these days. And you cut it before you left Harvey, so what's the deal with that? Yeah, but AJ looks nothing like Carver. He is mostly like his dad. There's no Carver in him at all. Because obviously there was doubts about who AJ's parents were, or at least his dad was. But just for the record, he looks just like his dad.
We gonna do it?
Think so.
Looks clear.
We're doing it.
AJ is immediately psyched. Yeah, so I'm assuming AJ is probably somewhere between 7 to 10 years old. Maybe even 11 or 12 at a push.
We need water, too.
Yep. Haven't had a clean water in days. In case something gets in our way. Which something undoubtedly will. Pretty cool we can kind of see Clem's slots in the corner there. That's cool. So,
Alright. Let's find some food.
I think there was a demo to the first episode. I think there was. Friendly, ring bell, no trespassing.
Friendly, ring the bell.
What does it mean?
It means the people here shoot first.
Ah. Guess that makes sense. When you see, consider the consequence before taking an action. Ah. So, you see that it's orange circle there? That means it could have implications for later. But we're not going to ring that bell because I don't want that. Use the mouse to look around. Mouse sensitivity feels really slow on my end. I'm not sure why. Oh, spit. Already a dude.
AJ, stay back.
I got this, kid. Okay. See you, nerd. What's up, man? Get shanked. Sweet.
It's down. Still with me?
Still here. No bites.
Next, we get in there.
Good. Good start. It's a good start. So, yeah. That's pretty cool. I think what they've done there, I can see what they're trying to do there. I think they're trying to give this season more gameplay. So that's a pretty cool way of doing it, to be fair.
Whoever used to grow things here is long gone.
Looks like it. I don't know about you, but this house really reminds me of the Season 1 house that Clem was initially in. Tire swing. Memories of Season 1.
Monster trap?
It's not a trap. You swing on it.
Yep.
For fun. You get in the tire and someone pushes you so that you go really high.
Huh. I wanna try. After we clear this place.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea. We'll do that later. Swing around and see if we can see anything over here. Yeah, the mouse is like, the looking is really slow on my mouse. I had to make like 4 mouse movements to do that. I'm going to make a lot of like mouse movements just to turn around. Might up the sensitivity. It might be a bit low. I mean, I haven't changed anything since season 3, so... Figures. Oh, wait.
What do we do inside a new place?
We listen for monsters.
After that?
Uh...
Come on, you remember. Inside a new place, we always check the windows. That's right.
Yeah. That'd be the best thing to do. Always check the windows. Unfortunately, I didn't really do that.
Huh. Monsters. All tied up. They can't get us?
No. It's an indirect reference to season 1 right here.
No, they can't.
We're good. We got free reign to look.
Windows are all boarded up.
Okay, that's good. Means we can't be ambushed.
This one's locked.
Security door. Can't pry that open. I know you're hungry. I am too. We'll find something. I promise.
You've really got to admire Clem's resourcefulness, haven't you? Just right at this very moment, you have to admire her resourcefulness.
They ate well for their last meal.
Since finding AJ, she's kept him alive through all this shit. But she had the best teacher growing up herself. Ah, there's a key.
Please leave us alone. This is what we wanted.
Huh. So that's a real season 1 reference, that. Yep.
Poison.
Did they give up?
They wanted to leave this world together, holding hands in their own home.
Will we have a home?
We'll see.
You can grab the key, right?
I bet this opens the lock. That's not happening.
You sure? Huh.
Do we get the key?
It's risky.
Is it?
Might be another way through that door.
Huh.
Let's look around.
Let's be smart.
That's right.
I like how this kid thinks. I do.
Beans.
Homemade. Might be more where this came from.
A jar of beans, promising. Yeah, I'm really having to move the mouse a lot. So I'm not getting through that door. There's a window. Oh, I'm immediately getting flashbacks to season 2. We all remember when Bonnie had Clem go through the window and she got grabbed.
Well, for me. The key or the window. Those are our options.
AJ could get in there.
It's dark in there. We should kill the monsters. They're not people.
They were, though.
Well, they used to be people.
Yeah.
And as people, they ask to be left alone.
So what's best?
Well, as much as I fear putting AJ inside that window, I mean, why can't we just grab the key? This is really inconvenient. Couldn't you just get up behind it and grab the key? As much as I think it is a risk putting AJ inside there because of what we experienced, but from what we've seen, there isn't a lot of danger around in that area. So maybe sending AJ inside is not.
AJ, I need your help on this one.
Not a bad idea.
In there?
It's okay, just go to
know if there's food inside.
go to the door, kid. Just go to the door and don't do anything else. Do you know what?
Okay, I can be brave.
That was an immediate Lee vibe right there.
Lift me up.
I can sense you making a lot of choices that Lee did.
Got it.
You know, she's gonna. That's a very Lee thing to say. So she's still living off everything he taught her, which really proves just how great he was. I'll spit.
AJ!
I suppose ringing the bell wouldn't have been such a bad thing, now that you think about it.
You gotta see this, Clem.
You could have opened the door first. That would have been a safer thing to do, kid.
Huh. They had a good thing going here.
Can we stay here?
Probably not a good idea. Not with those two out there.
No
I
one's
know we're
here.
tied up, but
No one's ever anywhere. It's always just monsters.
I'm here, kiddo.
I know.
You saying I'm not someone?
no.
That's not what I mean.
See, it's already like really tough for AJ because
Just a few.
AJ is a great
You
shot.
know what
I
he
don't
said?
doubt it.
You know this.
Always aim for the head.
That's right. Come on, let's keep looking. There's gotta be something we can eat.
Hope so.
See, in that bottom option,
Nothing good back that way.
Oh.
Gotta keep searching in here.
I was going to say, that option immediately brought me back to the trailer because that's another thing that I forgot to mention at the start. There has, the reason I have the theory about I do about Clem is the trailer as well. The trailer always kind of, I don't know if they foreshadowed it because we haven't got to the end of the game yet, but
Spoiled.
everything leading up to this
Sorry,
game
buddy.
just
Long gone.
told me
Fuck.
that Clem isn't going to make it to the end of the game.
Hey, watch the swears.
I meant shoot. Look.
Yeah, everything just gave me a vibe that Clem is not going to make it to the end of the game. It was like one of the things was, oh, what happens if I get bit? You know? And it's like, oh,
Something under here.
not really subtle, Telltale. Oh yeah, there's a floor here, look.
Floor door?
Yeah. I must have wanted to hide something.
Good point. Oh, more quick time events and button mashing. That doesn't bode well.
That's a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. We could eat for weeks with this much.
Oh, convenient.
It's rigged!
Yeah. Saw that coming.
AJ!
Funny, because whoever rigged that has just destroyed their own food. Unless it was the couple in the chairs. Maybe. Well, that alerted him.
Monsters.
We are gone, AJ.